Yo, yo, yo. What is up? It's been a while since I live streamed. I'm on my desktop now, so hopefully my webcam is higher quality and just overall everything's higher quality. I had to redo my OBS settings, so after this live stream I will be rewatching it just to make sure all the settings are good and stuff. But today is Q&A day. Let me just check. Oh, what is up? It's been a while since I live streamed. Yep, it's pretty good. All right, cool. So my plan today is to answer a bunch of questions. I have some written down that I'm going to be answering, and then anything that pops up in my head I'll answer as well. As I'm going to check, I posted on Facebook, Twitter, and anything in the live chat, I'll go through and answer those as well. So make sure you comment away with your questions. So first things first, who am I? Well, I'm Jacob, but I produce music under A Day, which stands for A Day After Yesterday. Basically just living in the moment, present. You know, it was just a funny way that we used to say. I think it was probably like third, fourth grade maybe. Just go up to kids and be like, "Hey, you wore that shirt the day after yesterday." They would get all mad and stuff. It was pretty funny, but yeah, that's the name I stuck with. But I didn't want it all the way out, so A Day. Again, even when it's short, A day, you know, live in the present for the day, A day, whatever you want to take that in as. That is why I picked that name, and that is what I say the name stands for, but you could have your own meaning, and that's cool. So I've been producing music for about 10 years now. Before A Day, I had Chronics, Kronickz. That SoundCloud is still up. Some of my songs are on there, but everything I upload now is up to A Day. But I also have Jacob the producer on SoundCloud, and that's just my beats and instrumentals and just anything I don't feel fits the A Day electronic vibes, you know, I will upload that to there. It's a lot of trap, boom bap, some stuff I don't even know what it is. I tried to have some more live instruments on there. So a couple of the songs are, you know, drum kits. They are a VST in the program, but it was a drum kit. I have some guitars. I sampled some strings off, as well as using some of the native instruments contact libraries of actual instruments. So yeah, there's a bunch of different songs on there, and A Day is my electronic, Chronix is my old electronic stuff, and I even had a group that we did together. It was UBO music, unidentified bass objects. But me and my friend, we only got so far with that project. He went to the Navy and just he didn't have a laptop or anything, so it was really hard to work on music. So we stopped that. We did do a couple shows together. It was pretty fun. My other group is Tarantism, and that we are on and off. Me and my friend, we try to get going. When we make music together, it's pretty interesting. It's good bass music, all genres, and we do make a good team. It's just really hard living far apart. Well, not really far apart, a few hours apart, but just work schedules and everything. It's hard to meet up. Even we do a lot of the collabs over Skype and stuff. It's just hard to keep the momentum going. So we'll get a good song here and there, put it up, and then we'll go quiet for a while. So my main producing name is A Day, and it's been about 10 years now. The next question we're going to move on to is, why did we start Tarrant Info? Well, we started Tarrant Info because when we were growing up, you know, 10 years ago, getting into the music scene, we were literally just browsing the internet for anything and everything to teach us how to use these space programs, I used to call them, because Ableton, you know, this is the screen you would initially go to, and for the longest time I didn't know how to tab to this side because I like to just work on the timeline, you know. Sometimes I do, like when I'm making loops and messing around with my push, I will, you know, make clips over here, but for the longest time I didn't know how to switch over here, and then when I switched over here I didn't know how to go back. It was pretty funny. So and then yeah, so I just called it a space program, you know, with all these knobs and stuff. A, B, C, doesn't even say what it is. Oh, and this is the returns over here, and then you have all this, and then you have this, and then you open it up, and then, you know, you have the tracks in here, and then you have this. So it was very confusing at first, but then once I got it, it was like, oh, this is literally like, to me, the cleanest, simplest way to just have everything right there in your face and able to, instead of everything a pop-up plugin, Ableton was really good at making them fit inside here so you could see, you know, the grid still and your plugins and everything. So yeah, that is why we started Tarrant Info. We were looking on the web, we were trying to figure out how to do this. There wasn't much, but there was a few guys. I want to say Forecast was his YouTube name or something. He was very helpful at the start. ADSR, I think that's ADSR, yeah. They were just starting at the time, so like some of their tutorials were pretty good. Now they're hammering out tutorials left and right, and they just cover just about everything. And then, you know, a couple years in, Bass Gorilla was around and all that, but it just, I wanted something where it was more personal, not quite a business, but a business, but still have like that human to human contact and not be like all super professional and edited videos. I just wanted to keep it raw and just help you guys grow as I grow. And instead of putting that all through my personal music, which I did start to at the beginning, it just didn't clash, you know, because my fans who liked music weren't really going to watch the tutorials, and the people who are going to watch the tutorials really weren't always going to like my music. So I wanted to separate them. And again, me and my friend, we had a big vision when we created Tarantism, so we just kind of wanted to keep building around that. So I took the Tarrant, we made it Tarrant Records, and then later we said, okay, well, not everyone who's going to like the music for Tarrant Records is going to want to learn to make music. So that's where Tarrant Info came about. And it was cool because you could be tarrant.info, you know, instead of .com, tarantinfo.com. So that was cool that we could play it off like that in the website URL and stuff. And then, yeah, that's where that was born. And now we just, when we have ideas and topics that we want you guys to learn, we'll create a video and put them up. How long have I been producing music? I went over that pretty early, about 10 hours, or 10 hours, 10 years. The DAWs I've been using, so I started off in Fruity Loops. It was, or FL Studio they call it now, but it was Fruity Loops back then. I don't even know, maybe it was 5 or 6, I don't know. But to me it was easy because, you know, the little drum grid things, you could click the little buttons and you have a beat instantly. But the way it was laid out with the mixer and the routing and all that stuff, it was kind of just too much. Like, I just wanted to make music. But I did deal with Fruity Loops for a couple years. I was getting it down pretty good, but my friends started switching to Ableton, and then I got Ableton, but no one really taught me Ableton. I wasn't able to meet up with them at the time. Again, due to work. Work always gets in the way with scheduling and stuff, but I just kind of had to pick it up and learn on my own. And there really wasn't any quick start guide that I knew of at the time. So that is also why we made an Intro to Ableton Live 9 little course to quickly explain everything, the routing, you know, the preferences and everything, so you could get straight into Ableton and start working today. Like, it's a quick course, it's a few hours, and you could get right in using Ableton. So if you're interested in that, go to tarrant.info. I'll show you right now. We can go to tarrant.info. You go to the store. This is where all our store items are. If you just want the video course, click video course. Oh, I forgot to tag it. It's right here. Ableton Intro Live 9. It's originally, we had it at 30 bucks. Right now it's on sale, half off. A lot of our stores discounted heavily right now, so definitely get in on here and check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag that. Yeah, I'm gonna tag that after this live stream. Make sure it's in the video course tab. So I'll leave that there for me to see. Also, just quickly while we're here, we have sound packs, organic sounds, drum kit 100. I use the drum samples from this just in about almost every song I make. Organic sounds, I recorded a bunch of sounds with my handheld recorder and then processed them and made some cool stuff. Again, almost every song I have at least a sample or two from here that's good stuff to layer with, and just sound effects to make your songs interesting. And then we have the remix packs. I like to upload a lot of my stems up here. As you see, we had a format going and then I lost Photoshop. So I'm just going to upload the cover art full so you guys could see it. Again, these are $5 a stems pack right now. They're discounted for $3 a pack, and you could upload them anywhere legally and not get it taken down. If you don't change it enough, YouTube Content ID will claim it and we will be collecting the monetization money off of it, but you are still free to upload it. So just keep that in mind. If you just do minimal changes to it, YouTube Content ID is gonna recognize it. It's gonna give us the revenue, but it's certainly not gonna take it down. You're not gonna get a copyright strike. You're able to post this on SoundCloud. We don't, SoundCloud's not gonna take it down. YouTube's not gonna take it down. So you're free to remix these and put them up as you wish. Audio courses, finish more music faster. It's an audio course to get your mind right and everything. Again, 10 bucks. It's discounted heavily for 5 bucks. If you want some free samples and presets, you go to our SoundCloud TR Sounds, Tarrant Record Sounds. And right now our latest one is 25 free kicks we made with Nicky Romero's Kick 2. And just a bunch of other free stuff you guys could go through and get. So let's close that down and keep that here so I know to add Ableton there for you guys later. Let's check the chat real quick too, just make sure. Yeah, go ahead and comment any questions you have. This is all Q&A, so I'll check back the chat if you want to have any questions answered. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through these list of questions. So let me just keep Ableton open so it's not distracting. DAW obviously was Fruity Loops. Now we're in Ableton, and I've never looked back. Ableton's great again because has your mixer here. Everything's pre-routed, so once you create a channel, it's already going to that channel, and then you could group them, and then you could even send this group to like an audio channel and get even crazier with your routing. And I also liked because when you click on a channel, all the stuff's right here playing inside to see. And Ableton did a good job making little compact plugins so you could see exactly what's going on, but as well as giving you the option to make them bigger. You could also double click. I have used Logic. I don't have a Mac, but when I was using my friend, or when I would go to my friend's house, we would occasionally use Logic and stuff just to see what it's about and use it. But even he switched to Ableton, and I'm not sure if he uses Logic much anymore. I've used Reason before, and that was before, because I think now you could put VSTs in Reason, but back then it was just like Reason only, and the little routing with all the cables and stuff, it was too advanced for me at the time. I'm sure if I jumped in Reason now, I'd be able to, get the workflow going, but I'm always trying to work and get my workflow faster and cleaner, so there's no need to jump in a different DAW right now. Ableton does everything I need. I got all my plugins here. Everything's easily accessed. I have all my libraries synced up right here. There's a tab, so if I'm working on a project, you can see all the stuff in here, the different versions of your project. If you keep saving different versions, you can pull stuff out from them. It's cool. You got your user library, and then all these packs Ableton gives you for free are really cool, and Ableton's just Ableton. It's great. So we're gonna go to the next question. The main plugins I use, we're gonna go to Ableton. This is only like my third week with my desktop, so I haven't really been using all of the plugins. You could see just ranked from what I use the most to least so far, and they're great. The limiter on everything, I use that to catch all the peaks. I like the glue compressor rather than the compressor, although as you see I have a compressor and EQ on all my channels just turned off, so it's there. It just doesn't recognize that I'm dragging them in, so it doesn't keep track of the rank. Actual plugins though, my favorite that I use in almost every song would be the invisible limiter for mastering. That's the last thing on my plugin chain. Native instruments, obviously all the contact libraries are heavily sampled, as well as Reactor. There's a bunch of sounds in there, the VSTs and stuff that are pretty good, and Guitar Rig 2 is good for processing sounds. Absinthe I use sometimes for like weird sounds that I just throw behind my music and layer up stuff. Transient Master I use a lot to, you know, sometimes a lot of the kicks have like too big of a sub tail or they're just too long, so I'll use the transient shaper to cut them a little bit, make them a little sharper and quick. Massive, yes, I use a lot. That's why I have a massive chain right here. Another one, Isotope Ozone 7. I use the imager a lot. A lot. I really like to get detailed with my imaging and stuff. Oh, wrong button. And then recently I got Isotope RX. So like if you're using a sample, like a lot of the movie samples that I have, like from old, just old speech from vocals and stuff for movies, they click, they kind of have like humming in the background and the noise and stuff. So I'll use this to kind of, you know, clean them up and make them sound a little cleaner, not so rough and low quality like they are. Because a lot of the movie samples I have are from way back when. I don't even know what movie they are. I just downloaded a bunch of these samples and they sound like some old Western type stuff. So you know the quality's not all the way there. Then I have Neutron 2. I just recently saw that when I updated everything that they split the neutrons, so that's cool that I could use them all separately now instead of just throwing Neutron on as a whole because it was pretty CPU heavy, but that was when I was on my laptop. My desktop should be able to handle that pretty easy. Sonic Academy, I use Kick 2 a lot to make kicks, but not so much when I'm writing a song. I'll like design kicks and then just keep bouncing out samples. That is also that 25 free kicks. If you go to TR Sounds on SoundCloud, the free kicks are on there, and that's what I use to make them. Sugar Bytes Wow is pretty cool. I use that for processing my bass sounds and stuff. Just getting more vocally-ish stuff. And then a free one is Voxango, but the emp said, I'll show you guys real quick. So you could, actually I think my face is kind of over here, so let me drag it over here. The mid gain, side gain, and then you could pan the mid and side, which is really cool. I like to, you know, control my stereo image a lot. So between Isotope, using the frequency bands, getting the stereo imaging, I use this to say, okay, this has too much mids. I want it more on the sides and not so much in the mids. So then I can start controlling elements even more. So with this, with Isotope Imager is really great. You could really just control your sound and put it anywhere you want in the stereo field. Stereo Touch, I downloaded, but I haven't really used, but it's a delay, so it was free, you know, can't complain. Free stuff. And then obviously Exford Records, Serum, also the Serum effects, and then LFO tool for side chaining, and as well as just getting you wobbles quickly. You throw that on, and you can turn any sound into a wobble. Get that LFO moving. The Nova. I love the Nova because of the dynamic. The dynamic compression. So you could put this over here, and then any frequency that's gonna pop up above this, it will go like this and compress it for you. So it's really cool. If like a sound has like a high piercing frequency, you could dial this in, get the Q sharper, and then it would just start compressing that frequency for you and balance out the sound. And I also find it like some lead sounds and stuff, the mids are a little too much, and then I'll start compressing them. So really balances out your sound. And this was free too. They also have a paid version too, but the free one's good. Proximity. This was another free one, which is I think it's just a mastering tool, limiter-ish thing. True gain, true delay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just another free one. Download it, mess with it. Let's see, what else is worth pointing out? You know, everyone knows Nexus. They have a bunch of sounds. You just plug and play and get going. It's also great when writing, and then you could either sound design them or swap out sounds later. Glitch 2, if you want to do some crazy glitching and stuff. It's like a sequencer, but you could place it out on the grid. And it has a gator, tape stop, reverser, lo-fi shuffler, delay, retrigger, distortion, stretcher, modulation, or modulator. And you could edit all those, and then what I do is I'll put that on a channel, and then I'll resample that, so I just have like the edited audio of that, and then that way, like the main channel, I'll take it back off, and then I'll have all the audio glitches that I could, you know, sample in and edit and reverse and whatnot, and put those in the songs. I used to use that a lot. I don't use it that much anymore, but me just explaining to you guys about that makes me want to use it more. Fab filter, I have everything, but Saturn I use a lot. I used to use the Pro L, but now I use the invisible limiter. And then Pro Q. Where is it? Pro Q, Saturn are the most I use from Fab filter. These just came with my 25 key keyboard, which I'll show you. I love it. The keys on this are really great. They feel not so cheap like my other ones, the MPK 49. Those keys are like, they're also heavy too. Like the spring, you gotta push down on that one, and it just tires my fingers out. This is really soft, feels good, the rebound's good. 25 key, code 25 from M Audio, and then it came with those 2 programs which have a lot of sounds. The pads on here are pretty good, but I still use my push because the push pads are just great. But these are bigger, so if you need bigger pads, that is good. So that's pretty much it for the plugins. Let's go into favorite artists right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go on SoundCloud and just kind of scroll through my likes, and I will let you know. So yeah, these are my likes from most recent, and as I scroll down, they're gonna get later in the days. So Steez, I just came across him today. My song, 12 Planets, Night Gloom. It's like this future dubstep sound. It's pretty crazy, but you know, you gotta respect for the original style on that, so I liked it. This one, Covered in Roses, super heavy, Mark the Beast. Definitely unleash the beast in this song. Dub Loads and Funkcase, that's a good song too. My friend Double Tap, he really killed this edit. Go check it out, it's great. Really cool original song is Hero Bus First Person Shooter. I just love it. Video game sounds, heaviness, just everything. Very good. This one I really love, super bouncy. 2 Scoops and What Good. Twirl is another new artist I just came across. Bonnie and Clyde's good. Pixel Terror's good too. Monks is pretty heavy. I do like some of his songs. Some of them are just too crazy for me. Dub Loads again. What is this? Love or Love or whatever, however you're gonna say that. Super pop, but it just catches me. It's just, this song is good. I make some crazy stuff. Just found about him. Fugitive and Zeta, pretty good too. And other people I just came across. Ray Volp and was it Chris Talk? I haven't really heard any of his songs, but Ray Volp, always quality, really good songs. Joe Garson, I've known for a long time. Back when he was just a little man, like 1,000 followers or so. And he's just from the get-go, he's been making really good electro house, complextro house, whatever you want to call it. Just really good. I love the sounds he uses and just the energy behind his songs. Same with Drew. I love his songs, the energy he puts into them, and they're always quality songs. Dissolves, heavy dubstep, good stuff. DJ Blend, I really don't like his stuff. This song's pretty cool. The funny story is, like years ago, he lived in where was it? I think Palmdale, and he was just a crazy, crazy, crazy kid making DJ videos, jumping around his room and just doing crazy stuff in the mask, and it was pretty funny. I followed him for the funniness of his DJ mixes and stuff. And then as time went on, he got a lot of publicity through those videos. Then he started making songs, and I don't really like all the stuff he does. I used to be more into the style of music, you know, when I was starting out in electronic music, but that song's pretty cool. I'll give him credit for that one. Social Kid, Alphabet of Desire. At the top of my head, I can't think of this song, like what it is, but I know when I heard it, I was just like, okay, this is some fire. Social Kid. You know what? Let's just play it real quick. Let me turn my mic down so I yeah, see? Super cool. Just like, I like that. I don't even know. He says acid. I guess it's acid house or whatnot when they use like that rolling bass, whatnot. I don't even know how to. I don't know. But that when people make house songs like that, super cool. Dirt Monkey, quality. Phase 1, quality. Same with Virus Syndicate. I like a lot of his stuff. Con Rank. Can't think of that song off the top of my head. Hydraulics is always fire. Phase 1 again. Number 9. Ember. Quality. Always Messenian's quality too. I like his vocals. Cloudman. I just came across them, but anything on Dublock or Dublock, however you want to say that. Quality deep dubstep stuff. Same with Truth. Bear, Terror Reed, Getter's Alter Ego, funny quality. Yeah, I really like the instrumentals, the lyrics or whatever. It's funny, but the instrumentals, I love them. It's banging. Truth again. We got Phase 1 again. Delta Heavy, yes. Bad Decisions, yes. Bro Safari. Truth again. Militia, what is that? Subject 31 and Recoil. Recoil's another one that's produces a lot of quality songs, and they're pretty unique. He calls it Mecha Step or whatever. Robot Step. Pegboard Nerds. Oh, this Metro. I'll play this one. This was another cool song I like.
To the daylight, I show you how it's one Asian, one Latin, and one white girl with a cut night. Ha, yeah, we are one. When the club shuts down, nah, we ain't no. I'm trying to win it. I push myself to the limit. I'm pushing hard on the fits until my people all here.
Super cool. I just love those like rolling bass songs, but you know, I'm not gonna try to make one unless it comes out of me organically. I don't ever try to just say, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna make a song like that. if I happen to be making a song, I'm like, oh, a rolling bass line would be cool here, then that's a different story. Hydraulics, Viceroy, Matrodor again, or Matroda, not Matrodo, Matroda. Oh, Our Last Night, if you're into like actual bands and stuff, that's a cool one. They do a lot of covers, even their originals are really good. It's like pop metal, I guess you could say. This guy, Felix Palmquist. Super cool songs. You know, Jaws, everyone knows Jaws, right? Nightmare 2, Bonnie and Clyde, Big and Slim, Meta, and Nims make some cool stuff. Kill Sonic, if you go back, I don't think he makes music anymore, but fire. I don't know why he doesn't. The others, cool stuff. Void, Crystallize is super cool. I like their stuff. Bass Nectar and Dirty Phonics is cool. Boombox Cartel is cool. Lox Chatterbox is cool. Again, Our Last Night, that band. What is this? Subsurge Artillery, cool. Churney, good. DJ Snake, Abstracts Remix, cool. Infinite is really cool. Flux Pavilion, I'm sure everyone knows that. Crank That's cool, and just we're gonna name it there. Stop it there. Crane's cool, Muzzy's cool, Snails is cool, Pegboard's cool. Those are all my favorite artists. I'm gonna go ahead and check the social medias real quick, see if anyone added any more questions, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I have a few more things I wanna go into before we really end this live stream, but I feel like you guys got to know us a little better, both as myself and the company and what we do, what we like, and all that stuff. So let me just check Twitter, see if anyone commented more, and Facebook. Alright, cool. No more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and continue with what I have planned for this video, and we'll wrap this up. So, I want to talk about our website. We're adding more to the website. We're offering services, mentoring, mastering, and all kinds of stuff. So let's break down the website. I showed you guys the store, and I'm going to leave this on this page so I could remember to add in Ableton here. So let's open another tab. And I know my face covers a lot of this, so let me shrink. Shrink it. Alright, cool. That should be good. Alright, so if you go to our tips and tricks, we made a bunch of playlists from our YouTube videos, and we just easily and quickly organize them right here for you. So if you want to learn Massive, you want to learn Silent, you want to learn Serum, Music Theory, Ableton, EQ, Music Marketing, ignore this because our on-demand, we're just uploading our courses into the store. So if you do click this, we're gonna relink it back to the store. So I'm gonna leave that there to remind me to do that too. So we'll open up another tab. Again, the website's a work in progress. We're getting there. All right. So our newest thing we added to the website is coaching, mentoring, guidance, whatever you want to consider this as. We just called it coaching. We're not really coaching you, making you do anything. We're letting you tell us what you need help with, and we'll give you the best advice we can to get you past those questions and keep growing forward. So the topics we'll cover is music business, sound design across these, Ableton Lab 9, specific genre writing, mix and mastering, DJ training, and a Q&A session. So it's your job to, when we go into these one-on-one mentoring sessions or in the group masterminds, to kind of have an idea of what you want to talk about, so that way you get the full hour and a half you're paying for from start to finish. You know, no time's wasted. Okay, you want to learn music business, and once we finish that, maybe let's go into some sound design. Make sure you have that planned out ahead of time, so when we get started, we can get right to business and give you guys maximum value for the time. So say you want to get some of this, whether it's join the mastermind groups or one-on-one mentoring, click learn more. It's going to take you to Patreon. Right now we have one Patreon. Thank you for the support. They're a level 1 member, and they get a song review a month. So you send us a song, we'll give you some feedback on your song, whether you want to make the changes or you just say you just want an outside input to see if what you thought was what you thought or whatever. That is what you could get for $5 a month. If you go to TARANT member number 2, you get some 1 song feedback and a song mastered per month. So I'll show you guys our mastering page. It's a good price. TARANT member number 3, that's when you get access to the mastermind groups. Right now, no one is in it, so would be one-on-one if you're the first one to join. So that would be a cheap price for you to get one-on-one trading right now. But once more people start filling in, it's going to be up to 20 people in these groups. And it's cool because you'll be able to not only get feedback from me, but you'll be able to collaborate and, you know, mingle with those other 19 Patreons that are in the mastermind group. And then you guys, you know, after the group's done, you guys could go, you know, maybe on your own private Skype calls and continue the mastermind further. So it's cool to collaborate with other artists and stuff. But the one-on-one, so all of these, you get the previous tier with the new thing you unlock. So this one you get access to the mastermind groups, plus a song mastered and a song review a month. And then if you want the one-on-one mentoring, it's you get the song review, you get a song mastered, you go to the mastermind groups too, and you get an hour and a half one-on-one. You also get invited to test our feature sound packs and courses before we release them. So they're going to be free to you, and you get to use them, promote them, whatever, before they even come out. So that's really cool. So, and that's only $100 for all that a month. So let's go back here and go to the next page. It's the mastering services. So keep in mind, mastering starts at $5. That's literally, we open Ozone, the suite, which I could show you right now. So that would be us opening Ozone, putting your song in here, opening up all these, and mastering it. That's your $5 mastering. You know, we're limited to certain plugins. I mean, I guess you could add plugins in now. I didn't know about that, but it's basically in the box mastering, no automation, no anything crazy. We master it, bounce it out, send it back to you. Don't save. That's your $5 mastering. It's going to get higher quality, but it's not going to be the best quality we could offer for you. So if that's all you have in the budget, $5 will get you the best we can master for that price. If you go to, oh, my dog's here. If you go to our full mastering package, it's $25. We'll use all these plugins, as well as I have Yamaha HS8s. We also have the 5-inch Mackeys. We have a Bose soundbar on the inside home theater. We have a car with JBL car system, and then my car has an Infinity car system. Both have really good bass and just good balance, and when you're in the car you can really hear the song for what it is. And then I also have Audio Technica's M50X's, and then we'll send you a preview of your song back. Maybe you say you want more bass in it, maybe you say this, blah blah blah. We will make those changes and then you pay. But if you don't want any changes, then we're going to ask you for your payment, and then we'll send you the WAV and MP3 of your new mastered song. And then, so technically our turnarounds are 72 hours, but if you want to add an extra $5 to the price, so $30 or $10, we'll make sure to rush it, and, well, not rush it and give you poor quality, but we'll bump you in front of our list of masterings to get you done in 24 hours. and then you would just fill that out right here. This does not charge you, but you need to let us know if you want the 24 hours. So if you say 25, and then the $5, you'd put $30 in here so we know, okay, he wants the $25 package and the 24-hour turnaround. Or if you put $5, you'd want just this, or $25 just this, or $10 would be the ozone and a 24-hour turnaround. You put your song download link in here plus the BPM. Yeah, we could guess it. Yeah, we could line it up, but it's just quicker and easier for us. It saves us time and able to help out more artists. If you just put the BPM in there, then we can get started right away. Whereas the ozone, you just put it in and it doesn't matter, but put your BPM in there. Ableton likes to do some warping stuff, and we want to bounce it out at the right BPM. So that's our mastering services. Make sure you follow the pre-master checklist. A lot of people give it to us that's already like mastered. It has a limiter on it. There's no headroom, and there's really nothing we could do. We could try to master it, but it's gonna make it crackly and stuff. You really can't get a clean mix. So 72-hour turnaround will give you your WAV and MP3 files of the master. Also, we have all our previous songs, not all of them, but most of them that we've mastered in the past. And yeah, so if you want to go ahead and scroll through these and listen to them and see the quality you could get, just keep in mind some of these are over, like this one's probably 3-4 years old. But they all sound really clean. Just keep in mind that some of them are older than others, and we are at a new higher level of quality now. So go ahead and listen through these. I'm satisfied with all these. You know, they tend to do very well on releases and stuff. People are digging them. And yeah, you can't complain. So if that's what you want, mastering services, cheap, good, this is the place to go. And if you're in on our email list, we have some deals for you. So go ahead and go to join.tarant.info, and you'll get access to free presets, free samples, and discounts, and possible half off mastering. Huh? Contest. We haven't ran a contest in a while, but you know, maybe we might have one in the future. And then the blog posts. We have just our free plugins. If you want to check out all the free plugins that we collected and with the download links and stuff, that is a blog post for you to check out. The live stream is going to link to our live stream page on YouTube. If you want to view the cart, you have nothing in your shopping cart, but if you go to the store and add it to your shopping cart and you want to view the cart, that is the tab to do so. And then again, the live stream takes you to our YouTube page where you'll see that we're live right now. Let's give it a like. All right, so that is it for this video. That has a Q&A. I will try to comment and answer some of them in the comments of this video. So if you were not part of this live stream and watching it at a later date, go ahead and comment down your questions and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. As always, again, if you want a bunch of free stuff, join.tarant.info. That's going to take you to not this page. It's not going to take you to this page. I don't know why my computer takes me to this page still, but it should take you to the page that's over here. Yeah, it's going to keep doing that, but yeah. It's going to take you to the form. You just type in your email and all that stuff. Then you'll be added to our email list. We'll give you 80 free presets for Serum Massive FM8 Silent 1 and Ableton Live 9, some samples, and as well as we'll send you some emails with training to help you further develop your music production career. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this. Peace.